While other senators were on recess, I spent the month of August traveling around Illinois to 10 counties and listening to the people of our state. I spent the entire month on the road working in 15 towns, focusing on how people made a living to make sure I knew how best we could reform the country so that their incomes were higher and higher and take-home pay was better and better. This month I traveled 2,039 miles from northern Illinois to southern Illinois, between Rockford and Granite City, to make sure we were listening to everybody by actually being in the communities and actually listening to people directly, making it easier and easier for them to say what they needed from the government. As an Illinois resident, you deserve action and accountability from your elected officials. My top priority this August was to travel across Illinois and listen to as many people as possible. Here are just a few of the highlights.
Mark Kirk reaching out to the Hispanic pastors today to help immigrant children from Central America.
When a child is really going through crisis, having a religious background is probably going to be the longest lasting way to make a difference in that kid's life.
It is a fair food frenzy for Senator Mark Kirk.
Now, he challenged Springfield Sports Radio 1450 host Sam Madonia to sample some of the most unique eats at the state fair.
Mark Kirk wins. I mean, they stopped the fight at the end of it. Had to be stopped. I was bleeding too much.
A massive project to clean up Waukegan Harbor comes to an end. Today, Senator Mark Kirk says the project will have a big effect on the city.
Waukegan Harbor cleanup was one of the biggest things we announced during August. Probably the biggest economic development thing that we could do to enable Waukegan to embrace an environmental economic future.
Mark Kirk is making a new push to combat Medicare abuse and fraud.
We are proposing to upgrade the Medicare card to take the Social Security number away from the front of the card to have it just like the military ID. That the military common access card has now been issued 10 million times. Not one has been counterfeited.
Major aerospace company in Rockford is in the spotlight after Illinois Senator Mark Kirk takes a tour out at UTC Aerospace.
The Export-Import Bank has grown up by lending money to people who buy U.S. exports. We have more jobs in our country with it.
Senator Mark Kirk went to the Cook County Jail today to talk with incarcerated gang members.
I asked these guys, what do you think of all year school? Would it hurt gang recruitment? They said, if we were in school in the summer, it would be harder for the gangs to recruit young men and women. Many people don't understand the danger that cyberspace represents to teenagers right now. That this is now a danger that adults should really understand. We all work together, we can
stop bullying now.
Again, the goal of U.S. Senator Mark Kirk and fellow stroke survivor 12-year-old Jackson Cunningham.
Oh, we got a winner in Jackson Cunningham!
When I met Jackson in the hospital, he really couldn't walk much. Now Jackson Cunningham, age 11, can run. Because of this, Jackson has become my personal hero.
Ozzy!
Central Illinois' economy is the goal of U.S. Senator Mark Kirk. He says it's one that's possible through technology.
Yeah. We did see an enormously cool track called a quad track built by Case. It's not your mother's tractor. It really shows you how far agriculture's come.
Senator Mark Kirk spoke to veterans and their families tonight about the improvements and changes made to the VA.
The North Chicago VA is half Navy. It's a great accountability to have. I think this could be a model for other VAs around the country. To learn more about my work, please visit my website. Together we can get our country back on track. See you out there.